All right, so we're going to start out with Jewel Finley. The next director this year is going to be John Massey himself. Calling John is Presley Adair. Next up is Bonnie Gilbert. Then it will be Aria LaFlamme. Then Robbie LaFlamme. Next up is Brianna LaFlamme. And last but not least, Ryan Clark. And also Becky Geyer. Also Sue.
So now we will be doing the Director's Choice Awards. Some of these have been handed out, some of them will be handed out here. Chandler will handle the first three, and I will take the next set of four.
Starting with Mamma Mia, the first Director's Award goes to John Daniel and Lynn Daddian.
I've been part of community theater for a long time.
What?
Yeah.
That's in mine off.
And the friends and the friendships that I've garnered over those years are very important to me. The biggest one is my husband, and then there's a lot of people in here that are part of that. So 40 plus years in community theater, I couldn't be happier. The roles that I've played, that bucket list is getting shorter, unfortunately. And I so appreciate Jewel and Christine and Becky knocking another one off my list. Thank you.
My first show was Peter Pan in 2008, and that was directed by Becky Geyer. So it was cool to see that just come back, another show directed by her. Becky and Mrs. Finley both put a lot of faith in me for this show, a lot of responsibility, but I can't be any more thankful for that opportunity. It was amazing, and I'm privileged for that experience. And the stark difference of working with Becky when I was like 9 years old to now, it's crazy. I was scared of her when I was a kid, but she was she was really great, and Miss Finley, great as always. You know, and it's awesome. Thank you.
Next up for the Director's Choice Awards are for the murder mystery. And it will go to Brianna LaFlamme and Lily Matros.
Is a trophy
A trophy.
for the Director's Choice Awards from the Murder Mystery. So Robbie and I picked you for all your hard work and for like doing the cheer for us and for just doing anything, anytime anyone asks you to do. We really appreciate you, Lily.
Thank you very much, everybody, and I really miss all of you guys.
Oh, I know.
A lot.
We miss each other.
A lot.
Next up on the Director's Choice Awards is Gift, and it will be going to Howard Amston and Allison Cross.
Hi, Howard. How are you?
Good, how are you?
I am well. I thought you were at home at first.
Oh.
Well, we are here for a very special reason,
Why?
because I have something to present to you. As you know, the Academy Awards is on Saturday night,
Yes.
and we cannot have it because of the whole COVID thing.
Yes, I know.
Okay. So I have been given the honor of presenting you with the Director's Choice Award. But I just wanted to let you know what the why you were chosen for this, because normally the directors would present you with this award. But I reached out to them. Of course, Breezy was one of the directors, Robbie was the other, and asked them why they chose you, and this is what they said. Throughout a show, there are many aspects that are involved. Sometimes someone steps up and is there whenever needed. Always a rehearsal and tech mount up, and those hours are appreciated. You always kept a positive outlook and helped the directors move the show along. And a big thank you. So, on behalf of Robbie and Bree, I present you with a Footlight Director's Choice Award for a gift to remember.
That is cool.
And
I would ask Ian, but my house is a mess.
that's okay. You can have a speech. You can say a speech.
A speech?
If you want to.
No. I'd like to thank the Academy for this award.
When you direct a show, there's a lot of things that go into aspect with that. And you often put people in positions that they're not quite thinking they're ready for. And then they shine. The great thing about this is you get to see somebody grow. And it's how they grow that makes it all important. This particular person in the show, if we have to remember, took a role that she did not expect and made it wonderful. With lots of questions, lots of desire to learn and move on. And we wanted to thank Allison Cross with our Director's Choice. Thank you.
I don't know what to say. First of all, thank you to you and Bree for giving me the chance to take this role. Oh my gosh, so touched, you guys. I enjoyed it so much. I didn't expect it, and when I was given it, I wanted to make sure that I didn't disappoint you guys. It was so much fun being Kathy and connecting with all the players, and it is a role that I will hold dear to my heart forever.
You did wonderful.
Thank you very much, and I hug you. Oh.
Now I have to do stuff. So first up is Monster Hunter, this year's FMS show, and those directors' choices chosen by Bonnie and Aria.
Went above and beyond for our cast or our crew, and we thought did an excellent job for Monster Hunters, and we thought of you for one of our Director Choices Awards. And Aria was actually the one that picked you. We both agreed that you were an excellent choice, but she was the one that thought of you and really wanted to give you this award. She really appreciated how for your very first show, you put so much effort into your role. You worked so hard at it. You stepped out of your comfort zone. You put in all the extra work at home. We saw how much work you put into your lines, your character, and you were just a great kid to be around. You had a great attitude. You worked well with everybody, and you were definitely what we call directable, which means you took advice, you rolled with the punches, and you did a fabulous job. So this is your Director Choice Award.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and I hope you do a lot more shows with us.
I will.
Okay, high five, distance high five. Monster Hunters, we got 2 Director Choices Awards that we were allowed to give Aria and I chose Libby to be my Director Choices Award. So the reason I chose Libby is because she went above and beyond, not only with how she was an example to the rest of our cast. As an older student, she was able to help fill in lines. She was able to lead by example. She always had a great attitude. She was consistently there. She was positive. She was what I call directable. So whenever I gave her advice or tips, she went with it with a great attitude, which is always an awesome example to set. She had suggestions, ideas that she gave respectfully. I also noticed that you could tell she put in time on her own at home and her character. I know it was way out of her comfort zone being a mean girl, but she pulled it off really, really well. But I could tell she worked on her character at home. She put in a lot of effort. So I really appreciate all the hard work and talent you brought to our show. So I'm awarding you the Director's Choice Award for Monster Hunters. You're very welcome. I'm so proud of you, my dear. And Aria is proud of you too. we both had to agree, so she was very excited that you were getting it as well. Congratulations!
Next up for Newsies, chosen by Jewel, that is Aria LaFlamme and Riley Roper.
Hi, it's Rob. I'm back. Welcome to the Virtual Academy Awards. Today I have the honor of presenting the Director's Choice for Newsies for Mrs. Finley. And this award is presented to Aria LaFlamme from Mrs. Finley. So Aria, come on over here. And it's your Director's Choice Award for Franklin Players.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Wow, thank you. I didn't prepare a speech, so I'm kind of winging this here. My first show was Shrek the Musical back in 5th grade, so been doing this for a really long time, like the longest. And I've loved every second of it. I feel like I've grown as a person, not only as a performer, so I really appreciate this. So thank you, Jewel. Thanks everyone. Thank you.
All right. Next up is this year's festival piece, The Magic of Madness, and Presley has chosen Madison Clark and Chandler Glover.
I don't really have a speech.
I just say thank you. Thank you!
Alright, I'm gonna kind of go off of what you said, Riley.
Cool.
My first show was The Little Mermaid, and I remember playing as a little sea creature, and it was one of the most fun roles I've ever played because I got to wear a really, like, shaggy hat. Ever since then, theater has built my characteristic of who I am, and I really found my home here, so thank you.
Now there are some extra kids that we did want to point out because we just have such a breadth of talent within the FHS and FMS group. So we would be remiss to not recognize for all of their help over the year between Newsies and Monster Hunters and everything. We wanted to recognize with some more director's choices, Brianna LaFlamme and James Wood.
Bring it.